So what I'm about to say, I don't think it's a shocker to anyone out there, but I do think it deserves some attention. So Charles Barkley has said over the last few years, look, I'm not going to do this forever. I want to kick back and enjoy my retirement for real. I don't want to be in Atlanta every Thursday night during the NBA season. I want to kick back and enjoy my retirement. I want to play my golf. I want to be in Arizona, wherever he lives or resides. I believe it's Arizona. I don't want to do this every Thursday of my life. I don't have to do this. I'm a rich man. He said that. And he said, I'm not going to do the Turner thing forever. So we know Charles Barkley's days, or we believe them to be, if we're taking him at his word, which he's given us every reason to take his word seriously, we believe him to be towards the end of his run with Inside the NBA. And as we enter that last spot in his run, I want to say this. Charles Barkley is the greatest television personality going right now. And I don't think second place is close. I don't believe it was like this forever. But over the last 5 to 7 years, Charles Barkley has separated himself from the gap. Like at one point in time, I do believe it was a valuable conversation between Charles Barkley or Stephen A. Smith, right? Like Charles Barkley and some of these other big-time personalities, the Jim Rome back in the day. Like, I do believe these were valuable conversations about who was the king of sports television, or heck, just media television in general. It ain't even close today. Here's how popular Charles Barkley has become. Shaquille O'Neal has over 70 businesses. He's arguably the most popular athlete of the last 25 years, not named Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James. Is that fair? I would say that's fair. He's in the conversation. Like, Shaq is probably still the 8th most popular NBA athlete, though he ain't played a game in over a decade. That's fair, right? Like, he's still probably a little less popular than Steph, maybe. Like, I would say he's right under Steph. Nobody else is more like, it's probably what? Like, in the league right now, LeBron, obviously, Steph, maybe KD, maybe Carmelo or somebody like that. Like, we're splitting hairs here. Shaq is still one of the most popular NBA athletes today, even though he ain't played in a while. If we put him in, he's still in the top 10 somewhere today in popularity. Shaq even feels small compared to Charles Barkley. Like, Shaq's richer than Charles. He was a bigger winner than Charles, had a better career than Charles, more popular than Charles as a player. But Shaq even feels small next to Charles Barkley on that Inside the NBA crew. Chuck has become the biggest thing as a media personality. And it'll be a sad day today that he leaves. I wonder if he's reconsidering his leave. His brand has grown so crazy over the last 5 to 8 years. I'm sure Turner's going to offer him anything he wants. I mean, think about this, y'all. Like, yes, when you're watching Inside the NBA, you're usually watching it before a big game, halftime of a big game, right after a big game, right? A doubleheader in the season, a playoff game, right? Like, you're watching it after the game is what draws you. Be clear, though. Charles Barkley is keeping you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Like, TNT's doing like millions of viewers at 2 in the morning. And that's not because of Kenny Smith, all due respect to him. That's not because of Ernie Johnson, all due respect to the legend. That's not because of Shaquille O'Neal. That's because of one man, Charles Barkley. I was listening to Chris Broussard over on his radio show with Rob Parker, The Odd Couple, the other day, and I thought he said something interesting. When he was doing the Countdown show many years ago when he was working at ESPN alongside Magic Johnson for a year or two even, he said the reason why they blew their Countdown show up, even though they were doing really good ratings, was because ESPN was looking for something to compete with the Inside the NBA crew. And Chris was like, look, the reason why we're not the Inside the NBA crew is we don't have Charles Barkley. And he's not wrong. Obviously, there are some things that you can say on Turner that you cannot say on Disney. That's a piece of the puzzle. But the bigger piece of the puzzle is the big dude that sits on the end of the table to the right. Charles Barkley is bigger than life right now as a media personality. Like, and you could tell Inside the NBA is like starting to count down his days. I've just seen him in Dallas. They're letting him ride a horse into the Western Conference Finals Game 3. Like, they're opening the range a little bit. I don't know if it's in efforts to keep him or just say thank you for what you've been to us for the last couple decades. But they're clearly, like, just opening it up a little bit and cherishing every moment they got left of Chuck. Charles Barkley, love or hate him, is the biggest thing in sports television. And I think it's a lot in large part due to his honesty, the bluntness of it. Whether you agree or disagree with what he's got to say, you know he believes it at the end of the day. Like, no matter what, whether you agree or disagree with him, he's at that level of polarizing where it doesn't even matter. At least you know he feels that way. And I think people will respect that whether they like or don't like you. They'll respect if they believe it's you. Like, genuinely you, though. No matter if they disagree with you on the issue or the sports team, whatever, even if it's sometimes when inside the NBA ventures off into real life issues, like real things, including police brutality, right? Like, at least whatever Chuck believes, you know it's his belief. When he says it, you know at least he believes it when he goes to sleep at night. And there's power in that because when that guy agrees with you, you really feel good about yourself. I'm just telling y'all how it is, right? Like, this dude has literally been the biggest thing in sports television. The day he goes, it will be a sad day. A lot of people will be hurt by it. You know, Turner gets away sometimes with putting some very bad games on Thursday. It's not their fault. Oftentimes athletes are not playing. You know, they're trying to grow younger stars, give some of these small market teams some TV time. A lot of times people only tune into them games because they like Charles Barkley. And the day that he leaves will be the day that the NBA brand takes a hit.